Alright, it is 9:45 a.m. and I haven't traded anything, but I did get out of my swing trade position with CNNA, and maybe it's not really called a swing trade because I just held on to it for an afternoon and I sold the next day in the morning. But this is CNNA. I'm up, I guess, $6. I traded a very small position, nothing that I would trade in a regular day trading setup. This one was just very small because I was just trying out swing trading. And again, the idea with this one is that it broke past the penny, made a nice uptrend, and then it sold off. And it held around this VWAP level, which was also ideal because it was that 1 cent level. And then once it was showing a sign that it could reverse, I got in at 106. And I did sell right at the market open. A little freaky, and I think that's something I can get used to with more experience, but a lot of OTCs do this where they just have a really wide first green candle, and that was the case. The top was 129, the bottom was 116, and I sold at 12, which was right here. It did actually make a move as high as 13.4, which was pretty impressive, and it has sold off since, but yeah, it could have been even more profitable if I were to have maybe have given it a few moments and perhaps see what it does after the first minute. At like 9:31 after the first minute gets out of its way, nice and wide and everything scary. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. This one was a nice dip and rip setup. It had a dip right here, nice significant volume, started to turn around, and then it breaks this top of the range right here, which was also the previous day close. So a break past 138, it got as high as 150. So that offered something. Maybe this is a dip buy opportunity. I'm not too sure. I haven't been looking at this one so much. And then this one doesn't have that much volume going on right now, so I'll probably remove it. GTII did in theory offer a dip buy setup, but I don't really want to trade it. It seems kind of dry, and it's had so many dip buy setups at the morning that I just feel like I'm late to it. And if I want to try it now, it's probably gonna less likely work. So MMTOP, nothing. This could have a big panic today. It could also try to break the 760s and make a bunch of short sellers cry. And ILUS, nothing really right now. I was considering it for a dip by after I had this uptrend, but it doesn't seem like it has a lot of liquidity, or at least it doesn't look clean. It looks very choppy. And then this one I'm just watching. This one is also another one that trades a bit weird. That's it for right now. I'll be looking for more setups, but yeah, just that one sell with CNNA, and I think that was a good step in the right direction. I think I'm going to consider swing trading more. Alright, it is 9:51 p.m. and I'm here to pull it off. Overall, I just had that one trade with CNNA. That was that trade that I held overnight, and that was a $6 profit pretty much, and it was a good attempt for what it was. I think I could have been a little better. The first candle is always going to be very spooky looking, but in theory, I could have kept just a very tiny position, at least to hold past the first minute of the market open, and then maybe I could have sold it for more, or perhaps it would have failed, but then I at least gave it that chance for it to turn around and make a morning spike. So that's pretty much it with that. I didn't trade anything else. I mean, I guess maybe I like how it was following this downtrending trend line right here, and then it broke past it and consolidated, and then once it was starting to turn around, I mean, I guess it went from 94 to 103, so there was range with that, but not much volume, or at least it's not very fluid looking. This one has not offered a big panic. It might try to squeeze the shorts, although I feel like the longer it's taking, the less likely it is going to do something like that. And the stock is not very easily shortable, at least on Schwab, so I don't think I'll be able to be a part of it, but it could be a nice dip buy in the future. Nothing really significant with GTII. I guess it did offer a morning panic bounce play, but I don't know. I just feel kind of thrown off because it's been a very long time since it's done a run up or anything, and it's just, to me, it feels like it's less likely to do a clean setup, but it still offered one, so that was one thing. CRTD sold off massively. I think I would have considered trading it if I saw it when it was happening, but it's a little bit sketchy because it was in the afternoon. It wasn't in the morning. And the afternoon panics are always sketchy and they don't always work out. Nothing significant with ILUS. And this one did do a break past 28. I was watching it. I think it was 28. No, it was 27 perhaps. No, it was definitely 28. I did see this, and I was just a bit jaded because I've seen breakout setups not really work out. And I was seeing it when it happened here and it got to 282, but then it kind of sold off right here. Then it just traded back and forth. But then it did pop off, so that's pretty cool to look at. It just took a very long time. Again, I think breakouts are not working as well as they normally do. Even though this one worked out, it was, you know, it was taking its time and it was trading a bit ugly. That's pretty much it for today. Just that one trade with CNNA, and yeah, ideally I can be able to try more swing setups and keep getting better at that and trade larger size as well.